Gaming Bolt presents 15 gameplay secrets in Dark Souls 3. We have a lot to talk about, so without wasting your time, let us begin right away. Old King's Antechamber. After defeating the Old Demon King, you'll have an optional area to traverse to. Explore the smoldering lake a bit more and eventually you'll come across the Old King's Antechamber. It's one of the biggest dungeons in the game. Pyromancers are especially recommended to check it out, due to Quilana's Pyromancy Tome, which can be given to Carla to unlock pyromancies like Fire Whip and Firestorm. Dragon Form. It's possible to become a dragon in Dark Souls 3. Head to Irithyll of Boreal Valley and find the dragon-shaped statue in the Irithyll dungeon. You'll gain the dragon torso here, after which you head to the area where you fight the Dancer of the Boreal Valley. Upon defeating it, place the basin near the statue and battle Consumed King. Pick up the Path of the Dragon emote and use it near the dragon statue in Irithyll dungeon. This takes you to the Archdragon Peak where you battle the Ancient Wyvern, and you can use the dragon emote again to gain the Twinkling Dragon Torso Stone. Head back to the Firelink Shrine and talk to the blacksmith, who will give you Hawkwood Swordgrass. Hawkwood has the Twinkling Dragon Headstone, so kill him to take it in the same place you fight the Abyss Watchers. Running Jumping Attack. Everyone knows you can perform an aerial execution blow for massive damage by falling from a height and hitting R1 or RB. However, if you run and press on the right thumbstick or R3 and then hit RT or R3, you'll execute a jumping attack. You won't really appreciate how useful this is until you need to quickly kill crystal lizards with it. Quick Focus Daggers and Swamps. No one likes the swamp after Farron Keep, especially because hanging out in the muck for too long will poison you. There is an easier way though. Simply equip a dagger. This will allow for faster traversal through swamps. Less time in the swamp equals less time getting poisoned. Pikul Pom the Crow. On the Firelink Shrine rooftop resides Pikul Pom the Crow. Drop the Siegbrow obtained from Siegward and you receive Armor of the Sun. A firebomb nets you a large Titanite shard, and a black firebomb grants you a Titanite chunk. Keep in mind that you can only trade one of each item to Pikul Pom per new game cycle. Emma and the Early Dance. In the High Wall of Lothric, you will come across High Priestess Emma, who will bestow the small Lothric banner. As it turns out, you can skip ahead to receiving the Basin of Vows early by killing Emma. The problem is that the Dancer of Boreal Valley will then spawn and you won't be nearly as strong enough to fight it. Giant of the Undead Settlement. When traveling up the elevator to the tower in the Undead Settlement, you'll meet a giant who will give you the White Birch Branch if you make peace with him. The giant will help you in the Cathedral of the Deep and Undead Settlement, firing arrows to take out enemies from a distance. If you don't talk to him, then expect opposition in those areas. The Firekeeper and Gestures. This isn't immediately obvious at first, but the Firekeeper will actually react to your gestures. Bowing or waving will incite a bow of acknowledgement in return. Meanwhile, leaping with joy or fist bumping the area will elicit a facepalm of sorts. Secret Undead Settlement Elevator. The elevator in the tower for the Undead Settlement, which also leads to the giant at the top, has an interesting secret. Jump off midway when heading up and you'll meet Sigurd of Katarina, who's eyeing a particularly powerful enemy below. Traverse down below and engage the enemy, which prompts Sigurd to help you. Together, you'll defeat the boss and find a number of items like the Northern Armor Set, Fire Gem, Flynn Ring, and more. Marriage. Getting married in Dark Souls 3 is possible by completing the Hollowing stage with Yol and Yuria first. On the Road of Sacrifices, you'll meet Henri and Horus. Speak to them and head to the Cathedral of the Deep to battle the Deacons. Head back to Firelink and talk to Henri and Horus again. Traverse to Farron Keep and head to the Catacombs. You'll find Henri looking for Horus. Don't battle High Lord Wolnir just yet. Instead, head to the Smoldering Lake and look for Horus. He'll need to be put down since he's gone mad. Defeat him, tell Henri the news, and speak to Yuria after defeating Wolnir. Speak to Henri once more, and upon defeating the Pontiff, head back to Firelink to commence the Bizarre Wedding. Black Bow of Ferris. The Black Bow of Ferris is one of the best ranged weapons in Dark Souls 3, and it's somewhat easy to get. Travel around the Keep Ruins in Farron Keep until you find 3 cleric beast looking enemies. Slay one of them to retrieve the bow. The Nameless King in Archdragon Peak. As explained before, you need to use the Path of the Dragon emote near the dragon statue in Irithyll Dungeon to reach Archdragon Peak. That involves defeating the Dancer of Boreal Valley and the Consumed King. However, there's another optional boss to be discovered here, the Nameless King. Search Archdragon Peak for a giant bell and lever. Pulling this will open a path shrouded in fog, and heading into the area will start the battle. Becoming Hollow. On rescuing Yoel of Londor, you'll have the opportunity to become Hollow and receive free levels as a result of the Dark Sigil in your inventory. After dying enough times, Yoel will eventually perish and be replaced by Yuria of Londor at Firelink Shrine. The good news is that the hollowing can be purged. Simply pick up the Purging Stone from Yuria. Meet the Mound Makers. There's a secret covenant called the Mound Makers that can be discovered in a unique way. Don't kill the cursed rotted Greatwood in the Undead settlement. When traversing the bridge and over the rooftop, roll down below. A cage carrier will be visible and he won't be hostile. You can actually jump into the cage and be transported to the pits to meet the Mound Makers Covenant. Firelink Shrine Roof Shortcut. You can purchase a tower key to unlock the nearby bell tower for 20,000 souls. To avoid paying the souls, you can simply kick jump off of the tree nearest to the rooftop. Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video and we'll see you on the next one.